You're looking at Sandy Loprete, who is president of the Junior League of the Oranges and Short Hills. That's in New Jersey, but there are junior leagues all across this country.
Absolutely.
Why are you here trying to make a difference? What do you have?
We have a book. We book The Littlest Volunteers.
I love this. I found this in my bookstore.
Yes.
How did you get us, by the way? There's some connection here. Because I ran into this book in the bookstore, and I thought, what a great idea.
Yes. We have, well, the Junior League is a group of volunteers, women, who we promote volunteerism among and improve our communities. And someone came up with the idea of how do we get children to learn about volunteerism, and having a children's book to teach them about volunteering and their community and what a difference they can make is where we came with this. And
Which has a CD too?
It has a CD.
It's right in here, guys. Todd, you get that shot? CD?
Raven Simone.
Yeah, tell everyone about that Raven Simone connection.
Again, another Junior League member has a connection, and she was able to ask Raven Simone to
tell everyone
narrate.
Who Raven Simone
Raven
is.
Simone of the Cheetah Girls, and she's also on That's So Raven.
You guys have good contacts.
We do have good contacts.
And you use them all.
We do. We try.
How'd you get hooked up with Junior League? Because I want everyone to know. We've had so many different nonprofits, charitable organizations. Right. What's your story?
Well, I joined the Junior League because I wanted to make a difference in the community, but the Junior League is part of a nationwide effort, grassroots effort, really. And it's more of a movement to get women involved, to improve their communities and improve themselves along the way.
How do you improve yourself?
Now being president, I go through lots of training. There's a lot of on-the-job training that we get to do. I get to go out and learn what's going on in our community, where the needs are, and then we, together as a league, get to work on those needs and come up with ideas and implement them. And then the best thing that we can do is take those programs and hand them off to community partners so that they continue to run.
That's
or
good
that
stuff.
the programs run.
By the way, we're putting up information about the Junior League, right? Tell us about the Littlest Volunteers. What's the story, the basic story, the short version? The
story is Annie the Ant is a little girl in school. She has someone come in to talk to her about volunteering. And she goes home and tells her mom about it. And she says, yeah, but I'm too young to volunteer, Mom. It sounds great, but I'm too little. And her mom says, no, you have a big heart, and that's a great start. The rest is up to you. And Annie goes back and decides that she gets her classmates together, and they all volunteer. They come up with a Help Your Neighbor Day.
Who's Mrs. Lily Ladybug?
Mrs. Lily Ladybug is a volunteer in the community, and she comes and she talks to them about volunteering and how important it is to make a difference in your community. And
Annie wants to do it, but she's just not sure.
She's not sure. She thinks she's too young. But through the efforts and encouragement of her mother and her teachers, she gets together with her other friends, bug friends in school, who also want to make a difference in their community.
What do?
They come up with an idea to have a Help Your Neighbor Day. So they have this
Help Your Neighbor Day. What a great idea. Go ahead. Because I'm looking at some shots here. Yeah. So and some of the neighbors are getting a home built. Some of them are getting food. Some of them getting food brought to them. And some of them are sick and infirmed, and they're having books read to them.
Absolutely. They have all the it's to give the children in classrooms an idea about what are the different things they can do. And so Annie and her friends, they have the Help Your Neighbor Day, and at the end of the day, they give those bugs in need something to go home with to help them out. I'm
looking at a great shot here. I think it's Annie who's visiting someone who's in bed right here. Right, this shot?
Oh, no, that's Annie at the end of the Help Your Neighbor Day.
Okay, Annie's like exhausted at this point.
Exactly.
And so the message here isn't about bugs or ants at all.
No.
It's about little kids and saying what to them?
Saying you can volunteer, you can make a difference in your community.
At what age?
We have started, I've taken this to my son's preschool.
How old?
4.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
2 kids, 4 and?
Well, he's now 5 and 7. My daughter is 7. She's in 2nd grade in the Milburn School District. And we are now part of their curriculum. They have incorporated the book into their 2nd grade curriculum social studies program with the help of Danielle Nyman, the social studies director.
You helped make this happen.
Why
wouldn't every school in the country, not just on the East Coast where we're seeing, you know, from Maryland down to D.C., why wouldn't every school in the country have 2nd graders have to read this?
That's our hope. We would love to see that. It is a tool to use. Lots of schools are already talking about service learning and incorporating it into their program. So being able to use this as a tool to get the kids on their level to understand, to have a better understanding of what it is to be a volunteer in your community and how it does make a difference. The key is, after we read the book, they do a project right then and there in their classroom.
For example, real quick, got a minute and a half left.
They make beads. These are, they make inspiration bracelets and notes of encouragement. They package them up, and we give them to, this year it was going to the Child Life Program.
I'm sorry for interrupting. What are we looking at? What was that note,
that
guys?
was one of the bracelets. It was just made 2 weeks ago in one of the classrooms, and that's the note of encouragement.
Hello there, the bracelets. I made it myself. I hope you feel better and like the bracelet. This is from Dylan to a friend.
Yes.
How great.
In the hospital who's going through something not so great, and this is to help them feel better. So this is a way the kids can help them. And then we have this fun activity book. They have a diploma that they get their diploma saying, I was a volunteer today. And the kids really are encouraged by this, and they're excited about it. And we're hoping to promote volunteers and make them lifelong volunteers. It starts when they're young.
What has this done for you? 45 seconds left. What has it done for you?
It has made me a better volunteer. It has made me so hopeful about the next generation, and that they will continue making a difference in their community. And there is so much need out there, and every person can make a difference.
What has it done for your kids?
It has made them great volunteers, and they love being it.
They're going to be better people. I know this sounds such a cliche. Your kids are going to wind up being better people because of this.
Absolutely.
That makes you a good mom.
Thank you.
What do we got, guys? How much time? 10 seconds left. Listen, I thank you. Please keep us on board with the Littlest Volunteers and let us help any way we can.
Absolutely.
You really are making a difference.
We hope so.
Thanks, Sandy.
Thank you.
Great job.